The trouble with schools is they always try and teach the wrong lessons. Well, believe me, I've been kicked out of plenty of them to know. They want you to be less shallow, less callow. But I say, why invite stress in? Stop studying strife and learn to live the unexamined life. Dancing through life, skimming the surface, gliding where turf is smooth. Life's more painless for the brainless. Why think too hard when it's so soothing? Dancing through life, no need to tough it when you can slough it off as I do. Nothing matters, knowing nothing matters. It's just life, so keep dancing through. Dancing through life, swaying and sweeping, and always keeping cool. Life is fraughtless when you're thoughtless. Those who don't try never look foolish. Dancing through life, mindless and careless. Make sure you're wearless. Trouble is rife. Woes are fleeting. Blows are glancing when you're dancing through life. So, what's the most swankiest place in town?
Why, that would be the Otis Theater.
The Otis Theater? Sounds perfect. Let's go down to the Otis Theater. We'll meet there later tonight. We can dance till it's light. Find the prettiest girl, give her a whirl. Right on down to the Otis Theater. Come on, follow me. You'll be happy to be there. Dancing through life, down at the Otis. If only because less is what we can do. Nothing matters, knowing nothing matters. It's just life. So keep dancing through. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, welcome to Sitka's annual Broadway Night 2023. This is always a highlight of the year, and I'm so glad to see you all again. We have a fantastic lineup of performers for you this evening to a sold-out crowd. Thank you so much for supporting our fundraiser. It's going to be a great night. My name is Andrew Hames. It's my pleasure to get to be your MC again this year. I sang the opening number, which was Dancing Through Life from Wicked. And we have about 18 performers for you this evening, so you're in for a treat. We're going to keep right on rolling. So please welcome to the stage, arrived in Sitka almost 2 years ago and quickly became a valuable part of the music scene here, serving as the YPT music director, Hannah Comiskey. And I'm not going to tell you what she's singing because it is a timeless Disney classic. Welcome to the stage, Hannah. In the celebration of musical theater, we know that performers have to be what's called a triple threat. So you have to be able to sing, you have to be able to do some acting, and then of course, some dancing, at least have some rhythm with dancing. It's always awesome when we get the Sitka Studio of Dance to come and be part of this show, and the next act will be presented by that organization. This is, the dancers' names are Jasmine Nellis, Aislinn Nichols, Virginia Pearson, Kelsey Simic, and Laura Turcotte. And this dance was choreographed by Joe DeBell, and of course all led overall by Melinda McAdams. Can we give a round of applause to the Sitka Studio of Dance? And tonight they will be dancing to Cole Porter's Anything Goes. This is the Sutton Foster arrangement of this tune from the musical of the same name. So please welcome to the stage from the Sitka Studio of Dance for Anything Goes. Our next performer arrived in Sitka on January 1st and quickly sought out the performing arts scene here in town. She asked to volunteer and got roped into singing a number tonight. So, you know how it goes. Her name is Sadie Treist, and she's going to be singing Freeze Your Brain from Heather's The Musical. And we're so excited to hear her sing. Please give her a huge welcome to Sitka, welcome to the stage.
So it's only a matter of when. I don't learn the names, don't bother with faces. All I can trust is this concrete oasis. Seems every time I'm about to despair, there's a When Mom was alive, we lived halfway normal. Now it's just me and my dad, we're less formal. I learned to cook pasta, I learned to pay rent. Learned the world doesn't owe you a cent. You're planning your future, Veronica Sawyer. You'll go to some college and marry a lawyer. But the sky's gonna hurt when it falls. So you better start building some walls. Freeze your brain. Swim in the ice, get lost in the pain. Rise tight till you vanish from sight. Let nothing remain. Freeze your brain. Your skull like pain with one pain. Forget who you are, unburden your load. Forget in 6 weeks and go back on the road. The voice in your head says you're better off dead. Don't open a vein. Just freeze your brain. Freeze your brain. Go on and freeze your brain. Try it.
Welcome to Sitka. This is a fundraiser for the Sitka Community Theater Program. It's a year-round program, and we are part of the Greater Sitka Arts Council with the goal of producing theater and theatrical events for this great community. We want to thank the Greater Sitka Arts Council for its support and give you a brief lineup of upcoming GSAC events. So the Wearable Art Show is coming up at the beginning of this next month, February 4th. That's going to be at Harrigan Hall. There's a 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. shows. Tickets are available at Old Harbor Books. They also, monthly grinds. February 25th is the Fiddle Grind, and March 11th will be the Artist Grind, and that one's going to be at the PAC. Porch Fest, a family-friendly music and arts festival, coming up on May 20th. GSAC is led by a fantastic board of directors who volunteer for our program. So can we please give a round of applause for the arts organization. It's a big moment in any performer's path and life to get on stage and sing your first solo. And tonight you get to experience that with my daughter Molly, who has been in some other performances, but this is her first time getting on stage and doing something all by herself. She's going to be fantastic. You can give her a big round of applause. She's going to be singing Quiet from Matilda, and Hannah will be playing for her.
silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet, like silence, but not really silent. Just that nice and quiet, like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm, like I've sailed into the eye of the
Up next, one. I know, I'm feeling it too. One of the musicals we watched in my house growing up. It's a zany, fun musical. Dick Van Dyke, Anne Margaret, Bye Bye Birdie. Singing from that musical, Dan and Mary Beth Paloff, who are Broadway night staples, singing Rosie from Bye Bye Birdie. Please welcome them to the stage.
Good evening. When many of you may know, Dan and I went to school together. I am a year older, but when I was a senior, we were in Little Abner. We played Mammy and Pappy Yoakum, and it was adorable. The next year, I graduated, and they did Bye Bye Birdie, and Dan played Albert Peterson. And I didn't get to be Rosie. But that's why we're doing this tonight. And I have to tell you, this is not why our daughter's name is Rosie.
I could watch a daisy for hours and
We want to give a big thank you to our caterer this evening. A friendly reminder to tip the bartender. The Nugget Restaurant always makes our night a successful fundraiser. We want to thank Tim Holder and his crew for their support of our program. Give them a big round of applause. Every Sitkan's favorite place to eat when leaving or arriving back to Sitka. So we love our partnership with the Nuggets. So thank you so much. Up next, this person has performed at Broadway Night a few times before, but it has been a number of years since she's been back on the stage. This is her first time performing in Otis Theater. So please welcome, singing Maybe This Time from Cabaret, Mrs. Christine Pate.
Welcome to the cabaret. Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay.
Hope you're enjoying yourselves so far this evening. For our next performer, this gentleman has been becoming a regular staple in performances and along Broadway Night every year. He's here and always has something wonderful cooked up. I got to see his run the other night and you are in for a treat. Please welcome, with Hannah on the piano, Mr. Keith Grenier doing Falcon in the Dive from the Scarlet Pimpernel.
quick about it now. How the devil do I ever prevail when I'm only a man, but I'll never be duped by that scurrilous phantom again. I wasn't born to walk on water, I wasn't born to sack and slaughter, but on my soul I wasn't born to stoop to scorn and knuckle under. A man can learn to steal his thunder, a man can learn to work some wonder, and when the gauntlet's down it's time to rise and climb the sky, and soon the moon will smolder and the winds will dry. Yes, a man grows older, but his soul remains alive. All those tremulous stars still glitter, and I was alive when my heart grew colder and as bitter as a falcon in the dive. There was a dream, a dying ember. There was a dream I don't remember, but I will resurrect that dream. The rivers stream and hills grow steeper. Oh, here in hell when life gets cheaper. Oh, here in hell the blood runs deeper. And when the final duel is near, I'll lift my spear and fly, piercing into the sky and higher. And the strong will thrive, yes, the weak will cower, while the fittest will survive if we wait for the darkest hour. Till we spring alive, then with claws of fire we devour like a falcon in the dive. These are the days, yes, days of glory, days of rage, and the dream of Paris praise on my bones, gnawing night and day and clawing through my brain, and no, never kneel, never bend, rend into bits, but for the beauty of the fight. I am not a man to hunger for blood, but the spirit can cry to be younger and fiercer and hot, sing into the sky and higher, and the strong will thrive, yes, the weak will cower, while the fittest will survive if we wait for the darkest hour. Till we spring alive, and with claws of fire we devour like a falcon in the dive.
Outstanding. It's a fun and hard question to ask. What's your favorite musical? Most people, this is a very common, popular answer, and even if it's not your most favorite musical, most people can agree that it is absolutely the best, if not one of the best musicals ever written, which is Les Miserables. It's an incredible story. If you're unfamiliar with Les Miserables, you should fix that. It's an incredible story highlighting the human condition and a pathway to redemption over decades for a gentleman named Jean Valjean. These next two acts are unrelated in preparation, but related in that they are both from Les Miserables, so I'm going to introduce them both back to back. First off, I cannot wait to hear Miss Ada Olbrich with Hannah sing Castle on a Cloud. You will have seen Ada in different YPT shows. She is a rising star for sure. And after that, performing the awesome number master of the house will be Lena Cap, Tommy Martin with Johnny Elliott. So enjoy some of Les Miserables.
kind of fun. I see they've really splashed out for some fancy tablecloths tonight. I personally would have spent less, but that's just me. Real candles? Well. Enter, monsieur, sit yourself down, and we're the best innkeeper in town. As for the rest, all of them crooks, rooking their guests and drinking the books. Seldom do you see honest men like me, a gent of good intent, who's content to be master of the house, duly at the charm, ready with the handshake and an open palm. Tell a saucy tale, mix of the dust of it. Customers appreciate your bon vivant. Glad to do a friend a favor. Doesn't cost me to be nice, but nothing gets you nothing. Everything has got a little price. Master of the house, keeper of the zoo, ready to relieve them of a sou or two. Watering the wine, making up the weight, picking up their knickknacks when they can't see straight. Everybody loves the landlord, everybody's bosom friend. I'll do whatever pleases Jesus, won't I bleed him in the end? The master of the house, quick to catch your eye, never was a passerby passing by. Servant to the poor, butler to the great, comforter, philosopher, and lifelong mate. Everybody's boon companion. Lock up your valises, Jesus, for I skin to the bone. Enter, monsieur, lay down your load, unlace your boots, rest from the road. This way's a turn, travel's a curse, but here we strive to lighten your purse. Here the goose is cooked, here the fat is fried, and nothing's overlooked till satisfied. Food beyond bread, food beyond belief, mix it in a mixer and your tongue gets beef. Kidney of a horse, liver of a cat, filling up the sausages with this and that. Residents are more than welcome, right suite is occupied. Reasonable charges, plus some little extras on the side. Charge for the lights, extra for the mice, 2% for the mirror twice. Here a little slice, there a little cut, 3% for sleeping with the window shut. When it comes to basic prices, and there are lots of tricks he knows. How it all increases, all the bits and pieces. Jesus, it's amazing how it grows. Quick to get your eye, never was a passerby passing by. Servant to the poor, butler to the great, comforter, philosopher, and lifelong mate. Everybody's wants a landlord, gives him everything he's got. Damn bunch of geezers, Jesus, what a sorry little lot. So, do they still make guillotines? Because I've got a few people who owe me some money, but I'm a little doubtful that it's gonna work out. Speaking of which, you all made a donation to come in here? How's that?
I used to dream that I would meet a prince, but God Almighty, have you seen what's happened since? Master of the house, his good crowd, comforter, philosopher, and lifelong twit, running little brain, regular Voltaire, thinks he's quite a lover, but there's not much there. What a cruel trick of nature, landed me with such a louse. Lord, I would blasted living with this bastard in the house.
Master of the house!
Master and a half, don't make me laugh.
Servant to the poor, butler to the great.
Hypocrite and toady and inebriate.
Everybody
We highlighted in one of our media stories promoting this upcoming event the generational aspect of love of musical theater and performing together. So many of us on stage grew up with music in our homes. And so for next, I'd like to thank my parents from a personal level, Roger and Mary Hames, for always supporting me and the arts. But also from a business side, Hames Corporation is a great sponsor. Do you like that? The transition? So Hames Corporation are great sponsors of the Sitka Fine Arts Camp, Sitka Music Festival, and the arts in Sitka in general, and also for this evening. So we'd like to thank Hames Corporation for their generous support for tonight. And also on the generational aspect, we'd like to welcome to the stage one of our local Sitkans, and also Abe Fisherman, and many other hats as well, singing I Whistle a Happy Tune from The King and I, one of my favorites growing up, Rosie Paloff.
So just a quick confession. I'm singing a song about whistling, and I can't whistle. So when it comes to that point, I need everyone to whistle. I'll point to you, you'll get it.
Whenever I fool the people I fear, I fool myself as well. That's good life motto. I love that line. It's one of the best lines in the show. Up next, from a really intriguing musical called The Last 5 Years, which if you've had the pleasure of seeing that show, it tells a story of a breakup and it tells it in reverse. It's a really profound experience to see that show. So if you ever have a chance to see The Last 5 Years, just check it out. But Drew Roseman is going to be singing from that show a song called Still Hurting. So if you could welcome Drew to the stage.
I have not had the pleasure of seeing the show, but I love this song. So. Jamie is over and Jamie is gone. Jamie's decided it's time to move on. Jamie has new dreams he's building upon. And I'm still hurting. Jamie arrived at the end of the line. Jamie is convinced that the problems are mine. Jamie is probably feeling just fine. And I'm still hurting. What about lies, Jamie? What about things that you swore to be true? What about you, Jamie? What about you? Jamie is sure something wonderful died. Jamie decides it's his right to decide. Jamie's got secrets he doesn't confide. And I'm still hurting. And hide and run away. Run away. Run and find something better. Go and ride the sun away. Run away. Like it's simple, like it's right. Give me a day, Jamie, bring back the lies, hang them back on the wall. Maybe I'd see how you could be so certain that we had no chance at all. Jamie is over, and where can I turn? Covered with scars I did nothing to earn. Maybe there's somewhere a lesson to learn. That wouldn't change the fact. That wouldn't
devastating song. To clear the air just a little bit. 2 thank yous. We want to thank, we are so fortunate here in Sitka to have some wonderful locally committed media organizations, and we want to thank them for helping us get the word out. Of course, the Daily Sitka Sentinel and KCAW. We should know, I want to thank Daily Sitka Sentinel, KCAW FM, the SOUP, KIFW AM, and also Sitka Community TV, which we have some representatives here tonight. If we give them all a huge round of applause. They're always so committed to putting local news at the forefront, and they help us and all other nonprofits get the word out through interviews, announcements, and great coverage of the events. And also we want to thank all of the other businesses in Sitka who support by letting us put posters up and helping us get the word out as well. So one more big round of applause for local businesses. Up next, a great treat for you, which I am biased, but I've also worked with a lot of kids, and she's really good. My daughter Morgan is coming out to sing from Mean Girls, I'd Rather Be Me. Hannah will be playing one more time. Please welcome them to the stage.
Your best friend screwed you over, acted nice when she got nice. Well, I'm sympathize, 'cause it's happened to me twice. Here's my secret strategy, it always works because the world doesn't end, it just feels like it does. So raise your right finger and solemnly swear whatever they say about me, I don't care. Don't twist and not stitch on your name. I'll say you make me mad, and if you treat me bad, I'll say you're bad. If I eat along from this moment on, that's just what I'll do. 'Cause I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me than be with you. We're supposed to all be ladies and be nurturing and care. Is that really fair, boys? It's a fight we have to share. Here's the way that turns out. We always understand how to slap some down with our underhand. So here's my right finger. It's how girls should behave. 'Cause sometimes what's meant to break you makes you brave. So I will not act all innocent, I won't fake apologize. Let's just fight and then make up, not tell these lies. Let's call our damage, even clean the slate till it's like new. It's a new life for me. I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me than be with you. I'll say no, I'll say knock it off with your notes and your rules and your games. Those sycophants who follow you, I'll remember all their names. When they drag you down like they inevitably do, I will not laugh along with them and approve their ball is cute, 'cause that's not me. I don't need their good opinions, I have plenty of opinions. Everybody has opinions, but it doesn't make them true. What's true is being me, and I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me than be with you. Raise them high, fucking nice and shy, is insulting my IQ. I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me, I'd rather be May than be with you. I'd rather be May, I'd rather be May, I'd rather be May than
Told you. Hannah's been doing some work on that piano tonight. Can we give Hannah one more? While we get the piano moved and just ready for the next act, we want to also highlight the Sitka Fine Arts Camp, whose campus we are on right now. They are such a great supporter, obviously, of the arts and the theater program. Roger Schmidt is a phenomenal leader who primarily I see as a teacher, but his vision and leadership here on this campus has just turned the Fine Arts Camp over the last 2 decades into a formidable force of arts excellence that you would find anywhere. And we're so fortunate to have this space and this campus that promotes the arts for our youth and for our community. His crew are always so accommodating, whether it's shows through schools, through the PAC, and then here in this place, just if there's an idea, if there's something awesome, they want to support it. So thank you so much to the Fine Arts Camp for all they do. I want to highlight some upcoming performances that are happening. So on February 1st, their Spring Arts Series, Laura Cortez and the Dance Cards. There will be another one of those awesome rock tribute concerts featuring the music of David Bowie. That's on February 17th and 18th. And then the Banff Mountain Film Festival World Tour, that's February 24th. And then High School Musical through the Young Performers Theater program is coming up. I'll tell you just a little bit more about that in a minute. So that's coming up in April. So there's always something right on the horizon. A normal, and again, a staple performer that we have is Martha Pearson, who usually comes out and does a number for Broadway night, and she's out of town and unable to be here. But again, in the spirit of generational passing of the torch, her daughter Virginia, who you saw dance earlier in the show, is now going to come out and sing for you, lucky people. She will be singing Screw Loose from Cry Baby, and you maybe saw her in Mamma Mia this last summer, which was a great show that was put on featuring the music of ABBA. So please welcome Virginia to the stage singing Screw Loose.
Screw loose.
In 2006, the Disney Channel did a Disney Channel original movie feature called High School Musical. You've seen High School Musical. So I just mentioned that the Young Performers Theater is putting on High School Musical this spring. I know that auditions just happened this week, and I believe those cast lists are going to be going up next week, so there's lots of buzz. It's funny how, so High School Musical came out in 2006, and then I started teaching in Idaho. I was right around in the 2010-ish range. At that point, all the students, I was like, I've never seen High School Musical, and they were like, oh God, it's so lame. But you know how things go. They were in high school, even though they won't admit that they loved it when they watched it when they were in middle school. But now it's been, 15 years or so since High School Musical was first released, so it is now coming back into like, oh man, High School Musical is just such a super fun show. And I know in my house, and all the other kids here in Sitka are so excited to put that on for you. The cool thing is that there's going to be a younger cast, and then also the older cast, both doing the same show. So you want to make sure to catch the younger cast and the older cast also. It's a really fun show, just a typical it's not typical, it's a musical. It's like high school antics where there's, the Troy, he's the basketball guy, but he really, I don't want to tell you too much. It's a fun show. There's lots of the stereotypical high school groups. It takes high school and just turns it into like a fun Disney musical. You are in for a treat to see YPT's performances of High School Musical. So again, that's coming up on April 21st and 23rd, so it'll be here before we know it. It'll be right here in this theater. To promote that show, the directors are putting on their High School Musical hats, and they are going to perform for you the amazing, probably the keynote song of the whole show is called Breaking Free. Please welcome the director of the YPT program, Zeke Blackwell, and the music director, Hannah Comiskey. Welcome them to the stage.
There's a lot of people here. We're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach.
If we're trying, so we're breaking free.
You know the world can see us in a way that's different than who we are.
Leaving space between us till we're separate hearts.
All right, so yeah, we're all looking forward to High School Musical. It's going to be super fun. Most of you, if you're not familiar with the Sherman Brothers, you know their music. So the Sherman Brothers worked with Walt Disney on lots of the great Disney films from the 60s and into the 70s. And some films that are thought of as Disney films but aren't Disney films, but The Parent Trap was a Disney film, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, The Jungle Book, and then like Charlotte's Web, which is not Disney. But lots of these songs, and also if you've been to the theme parks, the Earworms, It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, and It's a Small World After All. Those guys wrote those songs, and it's a really fascinating story to learn about them, and they were really close and good friends with Walt Disney. And they are on record with good knowledge of saying that the next song you're going to hear was Walt Disney's favorite song from Mary Poppins. Coincidentally, as a kid, I always remember this song because this is always the part of the movie where I would fall asleep. But it's a beautiful, beautiful song, and you're going to get to hear from another rising star, Lola Hitchcock, who you will see in the YPT performances. She is going to be singing Feed the Birds. So please give a big, warm welcome to Lola singing.
Each day through the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bedwoman comes in her own special way to the people she calls. Come buy my bags full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad you do. Their young ones are hungry, their nests are so bare. All it takes is tuppence from you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries. All overhead, her birds fill the skies all around. The cathedral, the saints and apostles look down as she sells her wares. Although you can't see it, you know they are smiling each time someone shows that he cares. All the words are simple and few. Listen, listen, she's calling to you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
Such a pretty song. And I should mention, normally we see Rhiannon Gabon here. She's not able to be performing for us this evening, but Lola is a student, or coaches, Rhiannon coaches Lola on her singing. So just to think about Rhiannon. And then also, we have an upcoming musical that is going to feature Rhiannon here in Sitka. I'd like to invite my friend and co-worker Satara Perez to the stage. Please welcome Satara. So Tara is our director for an upcoming performance, which this fundraiser is directly supporting. And I'm going to let Satara tell you a little bit about. Satara's the director, I'm the music director for that show, and we have a fantastic cast performing. And please tell us about the upcoming show.
You might have seen the little red flyers that are on your tables. Those are for our upcoming spring production of Amelie the Musical. We're very excited. This is the first time that we've gotten to do a musical production in 4 years. I think our last one was 9 to 5. So this is very exciting for us. Amelie is based on the 2001 French film, which was directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet. Freddie is in the audience right now, and she's shaking her head at me. My French pronunciation is terrible. Freddie, I apologize. Anyway,
Emily.
Emily. We've had every night we have this discussion.
We all called it Amelie. And she's like, is it about a priest? That's a good line. That's fine. So Emily.
Emily. So we are happy to have so many new performers in this show, performers that have performed with us on stage and haven't had a chance to sing, like Lena, who you heard sing tonight, Zeke in our show, who you heard sing tonight. In a few minutes, you will hear Jack. Keith Grenier is in our show, Rand Gavon, which you have seen. This is a story about connection in a disconnected world. It is a story about the power of small kindnesses and about the uncertainty of love and how we seek it and how we have to be brave and move forward with it. So I really, really wish and hope that you all will enjoy it. Mark your calendars, it's coming up at the end of March. And that brings us to our next performer. One of the great things is that it's a departure for him. We have managed to stereotype our next performer in a huge departure. For the last, I think maybe as long as I've been casting in his shows, Christian has had to play the bad guy. To my knowledge, he's played at least 2 murderers. He has played a heartbreaker.
Sleazy boss.
A sleazy boss. He has played a 13-year-old
Gomez is a really bad guy. Yeah, 13. Yeah. So
Gomez isn't. Gomez Adams wasn't a bad guy. He just.
It's just weird.
So
We're going to get to see a purity of Christian that he doesn't get to feature very often.
So Christian gets to play our romantic lead, and we're very, very happy to have him do that. The song that he's going to sing tonight is a moment where Nino is reaching out to Amelie, who has left him a picture, or several actually pictures of her own disguised face posted. She left it in a book for him, and he's posting them around Paris, hoping that she will see and they can make a connection, see one another face to face. So next up is Christian Litton singing Thin Air from Amelie the Musical.
Send me a photo that I recognize. The frame tries to hide you just like a disguise, but I know that face from the look in your eyes, and it's reaching out to you. You left me a riddle I don't understand, so I'll slip slips of paper into every hand. And no, I'm not asking to come see my band. I'm reaching out to you. Reaching out to you, so who are you now, when all you have is thin air around you? It's easy to vanish when no one's around. Your footsteps fall silent show me the real you. I make a promise, I'll let you see the real me. The real me. But who are you now? With all you have is a face that hides away love until you're alone. In a place you hide away love until you're alone within air around you. Around you, around you,
It's going to be a beautiful show. We hope to see you in the audience for Emily. Just a few more acts left. Thank you so much for being here this evening. I hope you've been having a wonderful time. We have such a great variety of talent and love for musical theater in our community, so thank you for being here. Next up, making a Sitka stage debut. This is an intern at the Sitka Fine Arts Camp for the month, and she will be performing No One Else from Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Her name is Helen Bergstrom, and a special shout out to her dad who made the trip from Seattle to come see Sitka and to see her perform. So welcome to Sitka. Welcome here to the stage.
And he's sitting in the drawing room, and I simply forgot.
No theater performance is effective or well executed without an outstanding technical crew. And the tech crew, we know they do a good job when we don't think about them or don't notice them so much. But let's give a huge round of applause for our technical crew this evening. Just a quick rundown, we have Danush Vidane Patharana, who is our technical director for tonight, who's doing lights, and then we want to thank Rihanna Bergman, Justin Hames, Danica Majeski, Kieran Wenzel, Gene Stolberg on sound, and the Fine Arts Camp staff, Ashia Lane from Old Harbor Books, who's a big supporter, and also our ushers this evening, our awesome house manager, Emma Nieper, and thanks to Dan. I'm just trying. Hi, Mr. Hand. All right, so a huge thank you to our staff and technical directors tonight, and I will, I'm out of here.
When the news is all bad and you're sour and blue, when you start to get mad, you should do what I do. Tell yourself how lucky you are. When your life's going wrong and the world is on fire and you're limping along and you're kicked from behind, tell yourself how lucky you are. A whitey cry, a cloudy sky, empty purse, a crazy universe. My philosophy is simply things can be worse. For example, did you know that 100% of romantic relationships are destined to end in separation or death? So be happy you're here. Think of life as a thrill, and if worse comes to worse, then we all know it will. Thank your lucky star you got in this far. Except for you, you're gonna die today. Tell yourself how lucky you are. How lucky, how lucky, how lucky, how lucky, how lucky you are.
And since I didn't get to announce him, that was Jack Peterson, who always puts together an extravaganza performance each year. At this point in the evening, we'd like to invite all of our singers and performers who are out there, please come back and join us on stage for one big, right from the hip finale number that we're going to do. And again, we want to thank all of you for being here. It's so awesome to have a sold-out crowd here at Broadway Night this evening. All right, just making sure I'm on track. You may see on your tables some envelopes, I believe, are normally there. If there's any extra generosity as far as financial giving you can give this evening, we would be so grateful for that. It goes directly to supporting future events, namely the musical that you heard about, and then other upcoming performances that our wonderful local community participants, performers bring to the stage. I almost said amateur, I mean, and we are, but it's, you know, as you can see tonight, this town is just full of people who would want to share art with you and take you on a magical journey through musical theater and other shows as well. So we thank you so much for your support, and even just by having a ticket and being here tonight, thanks for being here. So you will also see on your tables, or you should, there are lyrics to a song, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Singers, come on back out and join me on stage, please. Yeah. We want to invite you to sing this song with us, but this arrangement has some verses on it. So some of us are going to cover the verses, and if you can join us on the chorus, which is listed there, have at it. It'll be fun. And of course, if you are out there tonight and you are thinking to yourself, man, I really would love to get on stage and sing a solo, we would love to have you join us next year. It's not that hard, you just get up and sing a song. It would be great. I'm joking, it is hard, but it's challenging, and I've really, hats off to all these people who sing this song. I've been, I think we have here, I had some notes, some cards back here with the chorus on it there. Yeah, those right there. Thanks. No, that's not it. I don't know. Okay, so here's how it goes for everybody. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay? So, just roll with it, it'll be fun. Okay. I feel like I was saying something else, I can't remember. Okay, if you want to sing next year, we'd love to have you, so please come and talk to one of us. We'd love to have you join us, and always our shows, the musicals, the regular shows, it's open casting. Like, it's not like, oh, you're one of the people who normally do this. No, we'd love to have you come and join us for any performance for the future. Anyway, please join us, and thank you again for being here. Here's Supercalifragilistic, and this song, it like starts right off. There's no count for anything. So, let's start on a note. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. Me father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that Sydney ain't knows. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'll do it around the line. Teaching. I'll do it around the line.
Don't you think? So we got to come to dirty want to snake. Just sum up this word and then you want to say. That's the use of carefully or they can change your life.
For example, one night I said it to me girl, and now me girl's my wife.
It's a very lovely thing too.
Here, travel safely home tonight, and have a lovely weekend. We'll see you next year.